Today we have Stoked for the Summer. It's like our big summer party, which started, this is the third year we're doing it.
This is sort of on the road, because it's the Stone Pony. Pete and Brian are home, but I'm kind of away because I live in Idaho now.
The band never had a 5-year plan. Like, it was always kind of living in the moment and creating the moment, and that's how we lived all those years. Yeah, all of this is new, and none of it was foreseen.
I love being home. I love playing shows, and this has grown into its own thing. It's kind of like got its own life now. I'm excited for tonight. I can't wait.
I feel like I can't even believe the world exists after this much that's going on. You know, it's like, that's how deeply, it's like, how could we possibly have been a band for 30 years? Just like, so many things have come into the world and are completely gone years ago, and like, we're still doing this.
We used to do something called Home for the Holidays for a long time. We started that in 2007, and like, this town was like way different back then. We did it for like 9 years, you know, and we kind of felt like fucking did it, you know. Like, the shows were always really cool, and always had a great bands, and always after Christmas, so it was a cool time of year. There was like nothing going on back then, so it was like the whole town would kind of get involved. The town started kind of changing, and I think we thought we could kind of change the concept and have something in the summertime, you know, like, because we're at the beach, it's nice here. We were just like, let's do one big show at the outdoor stage, and we can get some like bigger bands to come and be part of it, and just have a whole new kind of party. This is Kate's house. This is the basement, Little Eden, and so the band kind of took over this spot as our practice spot in like 2004, I think, ish. And then like the whole basement was like a hoarder's fucking, I mean, it was like piled up here with stuff, you know. So like, we cleared out this whole room, built a jam room, and then like 5 years later, I like cleared out this back room and built a little recording studio back here. So this is where I work sometimes, doing stuff. This is like, it's Little Eden. I get people from all over the world coming here. It's cool in Asbury Park too, because it's such a cool town to make music in, and the beach is like 2 blocks away. It's a cool spot for people to come, and it's like a destination. Crummy punk basement.
We gotta get down to Asbury Park. We gotta get in the hotel. We gotta go to sound check. Right? Come on. We gotta get a nap. Let's go. Come on. Are we ready? Yeah? Okay. Let's go, guys.
This is Lakota. She's my dog. The wife owns a grooming salon, so her tail is pink at the moment. She's a natural-born Frisbee player. Nice. We do this every day. But during the summer season, dogs aren't allowed on the beach here, so we make do with this little yard. Gotta keep her skills up, you know? A buddy of mine, basically his grandfather lifted these off of Liberty Island in like the 40s. See, that's the story of these anchors. And then the guy had to move and they wanted to kind of keep it in the family. And they're like, you want these anchors? And I'm like, yeah, I want that fucking anchors. That thing weighs like 800 pounds. So it took a whole system to get it here. You can't lift them. Like, right, puppy?
I was kind of nervous because I was so used to doing Home for the Holidays every Christmas. I was like, what am I going to do like around Christmas? It became such a part of our lives. I think like a lot of other people too. I think like you guys and all kinds of people, like we'd see them every year. So that part was kind of sad, you know, like I felt like a little bit of a loss. But then the first 2 years of this, like went so well. In summertime, it's kind of just taken over and has the same kind of vibe, I think. Remember my first Harley, Pete?
Yeah.
We have that picture.
Yeah. This is it for me, I think. Trying to just have one bike, one motorcycle. So this is my wife's store. Paws and Anchor. You can see what we did. We just took my drawing and added a paw. So it's like really, they're really as related as we are. And you know, she does grooming and all kinds of pet services. Pretty cool, huh? I made that sign. Not disguise, I guess I had something to prove. Really proud.
I'm from Boston. It was a 5-hour drive down, but saw the new shop open. Last time I actually came down for a Home for the Holidays. Saw them at the Stone Pony, so that was awesome. I've wanted a Bouncing Souls tattoo since I was like 15 or 16, and it's like the one tattoo that I've had in my mind since I was that age that I haven't changed my mind on. So I'm like, all right.
That's about right.
That's probably what sold me, to be honest, like right away, because to me, they were like original. You know, even though people were like doing the funk thing, the thing that they were doing was like nothing. I mean, it was different. Plus, they were from Jersey.
It's a good thing we stopped with the funk, though, man. Welcome to Anchor's Away Tattoo. This is like something else that I think the Bouncing Souls has birthed. You know, this is a living. If the Bouncing Souls was a storefront, I guess this would be it. Senior year in high school, I started tattooing the guys and myself and just everybody who would let me, and was planning to be a tattoo artist back then, but everything that came up around then took second place to the band, and I'm thankful for that because obviously it's been a great 30 years. So And then I got to do both things anyway. This just had to wait a little while. You know, it's funny, I mean, this is probably common for everybody who's young. You don't even think you're gonna make it to 25, years old. There's so many variables and there's so many ways in which I was totally lucky, like that also enabled the Bouncing Souls. For one thing, you need a group of people that are all willing to make it their first priority and not like flake out, and you know what I mean? So like that's the biggest thing. Do you have that? That's the kind of core nucleus of the thing, and that's the thing that's most important too. Yeah, if you don't have like a bunch of dudes that are girls willing to go for it, and you got nothing. You need that, and you need to do it. You can't plan on having anybody give you a break or a chance or anything else. You've got to make them yourself. You got to make all your chances yourself. That's what we did too. Like once that thought occurred to us, like, oh, no one's gonna help you. You have to create all this stuff yourself, and you just get busy doing it, and you have to love the process, because that's pretty much all there is. There is no like end point. It's just all a process. It's all just non-stop creating. I'm super grateful that I have that people ask me to do Bouncing Souls tattoos. Like, wouldn't you be? Like, I'm so grateful, and it's of course I think it's cool. It's my drawing. Of course I think it's cool. If Lou Kohler was a tattoo artist, I would go get an alleyway dragon from him, But he's not. But maybe he should be.
Sometimes I'll take a picture of a venue or wherever we are, but like, look at this. So right now, I'm like, I'll take a picture of this, and either if I have time now, I'll sit down and work on it, or maybe if I don't have time now, I gotta go to the venue, I will just wake up early and just sit here and do my drawing. But now, this is very obvious what the drawing needs to be right now, because it's a great view. I already took a couple pictures. Let's see. The sky was fantastic earlier. I mean, it still is. So I'm not necessarily good at making art by being very planned out. If you have lots of time to do stuff and you have lots of time to make decisions, I don't do well. So that's why I think I've really clicked with, like, once I started doing this, like drawing a day on tour, it has a ticking clock. You see, I've got some basic outlining right here. So it's too hard to produce and record your own music for sure. It's definitely too much, but we are doing it for our 30-year anniversary, and that'll go with this, like, the whole book we're doing with old photographs and stories from fans and friends, just random Bouncing Souls related stories. It's been fun seeing the things, but honestly the most fun part about it for me has been getting the stories from people. I am well aware of my experience inside this whole thing, but what means so much to me is hearing how other people have perceived the same experiences. Putting all those stories together, like, it's just amazing to me, because it's just this cool how it's all connected, and it's way bigger than any of us. So I'm really excited to see it in print. I've been stoked, as I said, like each one that comes in, you're just like, wow, this is awesome.
Everything Baby made now is like space age. He's like,
Loves to watch Dad on stage.
yeah. He came to a show in DC because she grew up there, but she brought him down to like
Brought him
visit
to the DC show.
Step Brothers
Put his
and,
headphones on, and his eyes just followed him all around the stage.
what's happening here? This is awesome.
Yeah. The only time he cried was when the music stopped.
He likes music. Like it totally chills him out. Can you play?
We were introduced at the Annex in Asbury.
Yeah.
When it was the Annex. And
That's right.
I was sick, and he carried me out of the bar.
That was a long time ago. Like we re-met.
We didn't see each other for like
Yeah.
8 years.
She was sick
and we
and
re-met
split
in
her
the
pants.
same bar. Yeah, I split my pants.
Yeah, it's a classic boy meets girl in bar story.
He likes it.
Yeah, he likes it, right? And then I started stalking her, and she didn't want to date me. And then after a while,
And I gave in.
I chiseled her down into trying it. And our first date was at the Explosion.
Explosion show?
Yeah,
Yeah, like a
at the Lanes.
secret explosion show.
At the Lanes, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
The Lanes was like such a coveted, awesome place that like we spent so much time in. Right, buddy? But it's totally different now, and is what it is. And
Well, it's doing what Asbury's doing, which is just changing and morphing and
yeah,
growing, and so.
yeah, change happens, and everything. You gotta find somewhere else cool to hang out now. I love the Stone Pony because it's been
It'll always be like that.
a constant since the fucking 70s. Like they're like, we're a rock club. If you live around here, like you're gonna see Bruce Springsteen somewhere because he's always hanging around.
As soon as Michael decided to leave the band, George instantly popped into Pete and Brian's brains. And then they said, Greg, we're going to call George. And I was like, okay. I instantly knew what they were talking about.
Like, I think I said, like, let's call him, and Pete's like, we should wait a little bit, man. And I was like, and I like waited like 10 minutes. I'm like, how long do we have to wait? What is this? I don't know, maybe we should wait. I don't know. I'm like, let's just call him. I need to call him now.
I think I didn't hear the phone call, but Brian and Pete called him and said, you're in the band. Yeah, that was the story.
It's kind of like a family thing, and like, okay, this family member has to step up now. Like, he's already, you know what I mean?
Everybody loves him as a musician, but he's a sweet dude. He's a great guy to hang out with. It's like, we've toured with him, so it's like, when you're on tour, 90% of your time is spent with all the people that you're on tour with. So it's important that you get along. So I think we knew all that. We knew he was a good drummer, so I think it was like instantly that's why it popped into their brains. And then I was like, oh yeah, I can't even think of drummers, much less, And then as soon as they said George, I was like, yeah, hopefully George will do it, and then we won't have to think about it anymore.
He like restructured all the songs, like got like reined in into like heavy hitting, steady power.
We didn't have a lot of experience with that, either. We only had 2 drummers in 25 years. So George is perfect. George is amazing.
That in 2018.
I guess it used to be funny.
Streetlight Serenade. Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
This is the original lyrics. I bought a sandwich right on the street. I walked a few blocks we used to say.
So this is Ever's first Bouncing Soul show. And on top of that, it's officially, I believe, our biggest headlining show to date. So most tickets sold at a Bouncing Souls headlining show tonight, which is pretty fantastic. It's awesome. My wife Shanti and I were like going to sound check and then checking into a hotel, but now we've got our little Ever, our little son, and it's like, this is so weird. We've been doing this for so long. It's just you and me, or me on my own, and now we got a little guy. If I was 25 and I had a baby, I would have been a nervous wreck, and I would have been a probably crappy parent because I've been like, I gotta go on the road for 10 months, and I would have been. It just wouldn't have been as good. I would have been anxious. It's fun as well to share with Pete because we've been buds forever, and it's happening at the same time. And we're both in that same place, so we can enjoy it. I want to just take the moment and be like, wow, those guys did all that. Holy crap, look how long ago they started. For anyone who will be interested or find us down the road and be like, whoa, look at all this. You're like, would have been fun to see that band, you know, or whatever. That looks like that was amazing.
I don't know, I'm really grateful that so much of, you know, I guess my personal experience in life has been documented. Yeah, it's all the stories and experiences that so many people have had. That is what the Bouncing Souls is. That's why it's a living thing. You know, I just play bass, write lyrics or whatever.
In that sense, this 30-year thing and the Bouncing Souls, it's scratching that itch, it's getting that out there, and then we'll see what happens next. You know, obviously we're not going to stop playing, but it's like a big itch is being scratched. Without music we wouldn't have been the same. We wouldn't, you know, we needed music, and it's fun to have been able to create music that has made that big of an impact for other people too. So I'm stoked.